Bitch, do not play with your potential. Do not play with your potential. Play with your potential for what? So then you could regret it. So then you could be laid up in the bed 30 years old like the aunties now, complaining about the little girls and what they got going on for themselves. I don't see the alignment. Do what you have to do now. Step them cookies up where they crumble. Because when they crumble and you're 30, 35 and you have nothing to show for yourself, that's gonna fucking suck. I'm sorry. Because I think about that shit daily. It's gonna fuck up in here.
Racks on me. Now come and get 20, 40, 80, I can trap. Hit it with the rap, put it on the map. Right.
It's your girl Dominique Anita, and I am back with another video. If you are new, welcome. And if you are returning, if you're returning to another video of me watching me, I'm so very appreciative, and I can't express enough how much that means to me in here, definitely. So the video we're doing today is not a normal video. I've never done it before. I've done it, but it wasn't with, I was with somebody. I'm alone. Me. We're gonna be doing a girl talk video. We're gonna be talking about life, talking about how to make life your and come up on top, because we don't do small talk, okay? On a serious note though, like seriously though, we don't do whatever that means. That's what I'm saying. So this video is gonna go. I'm super excited. I'm super happy to be back on the cam. I hope this is something that we can continue to do, given the fact that I've never done it. So we're like testing the waters here. Can we get into the hair though? Can we get into the hair? Literally, actually, should I tell you guys? Or should I wait till my next video? Okay, well, I guess we're already here. I mistakenly cut bangs, accidentally cut them when I was taking my braids out. So sad truth at the moment when I was taking my hair out, but like she low-key ate, and clearly the alert was working in different ways than I could. But I got a couple topics that I think resonates with me the most, and I feel like I can talk greatly about. And let's start off with that. Okay, first things first. First thing I want to kind of talk about is channeling that fuck you energy. I definitely feel like a boss sees a boss. So when you walk into a room confidently, that's what you're gonna get back in return. When you walk into a room head up, chest out, that's how people are going to perceive you, and that is going to be a good thing. It could be a good thing and a bad thing. A good thing in the sense of, let me throw a bit of little psychology in there. We already have perceptions of how we think things are gonna go. So it's judging in a way. You judge, you use your perceptions in your mind that coexist with what the person actually acts like and what they don't act like. So I say that to say, you walk into a room with your head held high and your chest out, that's how people are going to resonate with you. Those perceptions that they have of you off the bat. Like, it's essentially judging, which is bad in a sense, but when you start already with that confidence, it just speaks so many levels and fills so many rooms. And that's something that I'm kind of working on, because I'm really doubtful. I feel like I underestimate myself in a lot of situations. Like literally, kid you not, I do it at least once a day. I always underestimate myself. I feel like I'm not enough sometimes, but I don't let that show. Like, I never let the insecurities, we brought them forth. So like, in a sense, I'm walking into our rooms, even though I kind of doubt myself a little bit, I'm always going to walk into that room with my head held high. Like, you can never, like, okay, we clearly see what bothers me the most. My acne, it pisses me off. But if I walk into a room feeling small, people are gonna treat me like I'm small. I don't want nobody to ever feel the amount of comfort of making me feel little or just overlooking, because let's break it, you can tell when somebody is not most confident. You know when somebody is bam boom bow. You know, it's like the girl that walks into the room and you smell all her fragrances. You're like, I want to be that girl. So like, channeling that I want to be that girl can go for anything. You could be walking in, outfits look nice. You could be walking in, hair looks nice. You could be walking in with a big smile on your face. Like, literally, how people view you is how they view you. So being confident and finding it within and finding it is something that I truly gives like fuck you energy. However you perceive me, I'm still confident within. So that kind of goes into my next point. feeling confident, being confident, it comes from here. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to look in the mirror. The hardest thing to do when you feel insecure and you feel like not worthy of things is to look in the mirror. Like, you don't like what's reflecting back at you. That's a real statement. It's a real thing. So the best thing that you can do with that, so change what's reflecting you. So like, giving back to yourself, figuring out what ticks you off, what doesn't tick you off, figure out, okay, I like these sort of clothes, figuring out just all sorts of things, like your environment, your clothes, you know, your schedule. People are talking about winter's art. I have no idea what that is, but I'm assuming it has something to do with seasonal depression. You know, you can't let all these external factors determine who you are internally. You get what I'm saying? Like, yes, I be depressed some days. Yes, I skip skincare. Yes, I don't shower. Yes, I do all the things that we do and we feel, but like, I'm still gonna get up the next day. Sometimes you just gotta do a little bit more. You gotta do a little bit more. You gotta channel in that fuck you energy from within so you can feel confident. If you don't feel confident, it literally sucks. Like, bro, you just feel defeated. And like, it's just like, you have to channel it. Like, girl, even when your hair not done, like a couple days ago, hair wasn't done, but I still thugged it out. Like, I still did a little bit more. I did my edges, I put a hat on, and then, you know, the look with the hat, the bun through the hole in the back, edges, she ate. When I walked into that room, literally, I kid you not, like, literally, they don't know what's under this hat, but you just got to do a little bit more than what you would normally do to feel it within. Everything's gonna come within. You cannot, those are external factors. You get what I'm saying? When you're a good person, you're a good person. People are gonna know it. People are gonna know you're a good person. People are gonna look at you and just be like, wow, that aura, that glow. You just can't be a bitch. You can't ruin your room, your grades. You can't let those certain things determine who you are. And then it's like, when you look in that mirror, you're not gonna like it. So just being you, you know, never stop being you. Can you alter you? Yes, but don't stop being who you are. So always stay true to what's in here. Everything comes within, like hair, nail, and lashes. All that is just instant gratification. You can't do nothing with it. Like, a couple days, this is gonna get old. A couple days, these nails are gonna get old. Lashes are already old, but it's like, not gonna let that determine who I am all the other days, all the 7 days off the week. I'm not Xing out those days because I don't feel my best. And then it's like, these things are so materialistic. No, baby, you gotta work in what's here. What's here, what makes you feel good, what doesn't make you feel good. Okay, you like to make iced coffee. Okay, you're more of a schedule type of gal. You want to go by schedule. So I definitely would say, just like going by schedule, figuring out what makes you you, figuring out what you can do to better yourself, and all the external, internal, because you're trying to be a bad bitch. Walk into that room. Be selfish with yourself. Be selfish. Everybody does not deserve a piece of you. Everybody, and that could be for relationships, or that could be friendships, or with you. At the end of the day, I feel as though we're building the foundation for our life. So it's like, if you have to skip out on the fun, the trips, the hair, nail, and lashes that I just mentioned, if you have to skip out on that to better who you are and better the reflection in the mirror, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these things are always going to be here. You know, the men, the money, the travel, like the countries, going out of town, like those aren't going anywhere. So be selfish with you. Be selfish with who you are. Don't let too many people walk over you. Put your foot down. You have to be your biggest advocate, because if you're not going to advocate for yourself, who's going to advocate for you? Nobody. Nobody's going to advocate for you. Recently, I know evil eye is real. Well, I don't know if it's real or not, but my way of giving advice and talking is relating things back to me. So I've been being selfish. I've been pouring a lot into me, trying to build me up to be something that I will look up to. You get what I'm saying? So just like building that schedule, not breaking the schedule. If you have a certain thing that you need to do, you can't bend or like try to squeeze things in. No, you need to, like, self-care, mental health. If Sunday is for you, Sundays or Saturdays, whatever your block is, and you're trying to do certain things, don't let other people come in between those things. Bending and breaking your boundaries don't really get you nowhere, because at the end of the day, it's just allowing people to walk all over you. And at the end of the day, it's just allowing people to say F those boundaries, and then you feel it here. You feel it here, but people don't understand that you're feeling that. So definitely setting boundaries, being selfish. Back to the whole thing about me. I've been being selfish with myself in school. Literally, I'm trying so hard to get an internship. Like I'm trying so, and I'm in my sophomore year of college. My major is law, so it's like I have a long time of school, and I'm not mad at it because I'm pouring into myself. I'm going to have that energy when I have that degree. That fuck energy is going to be so high, like you know what I'm saying? Like, so like I've been trying to get internships, I'm studying more, I'm doing the flashcards, I'm doing what I have to do to better myself, better who I am, better the outcome. Right now we stuck in the reality, so we just feeling all the feels. Get a little lazy, but we don't really know that the outcome is bigger than the reality. Like how many times have we felt like, damn, after you complete something, I could have did a little more, I could have did a little more, and I don't want to regret. So like pouring into me, pouring into what I like, I'm emailing judges, I'm doing this, I'm advocating for myself. As I said earlier, the only person you're going to advocate for the most is you. Nobody else can advocate for you how you want to advocate for you. So I would definitely say be selfish with yourself, set boundaries, stick to those boundaries. Do not let nobody break or bend what you have and what you plan for yourself. That's not going to get anybody anywhere but just a bunch of chaos and a bunch of just yeses and nos and opinions from people who really don't matter. Be selfish, be selfish, be selfish. And the last thing that I would kind of tie it into is just going to school. I'm in school. Have something under your belt. Have something. I was raised very like independent. Like literally he used to make me bring in the groceries by myself sometimes when I help, and I would beg him to help. He would give in sometimes, but it's like me growing up like that, I was already poured with the fuck you energy. Like he used to tell us, me and my brother, you should be able to do something with or without somebody. Sometimes you just have to like put you first. Like literally you have to be selfish. Like this whole portion, being selfish with yourself, setting those boundaries. I can do it with or without, you know. I'm not tripping over no man, I'm not tripping over anything, you know what I'm saying? Because always, oh my god, it's all tied together. Because when I'm looking in the mirror, when I'm looking at this camera right here, I could do it with or without you, you know what I'm saying? I'm setting those boundaries. You're not just gonna walk all over me like I'm a puppy. We're not doing that. We're not, at least right now we're not. You know, you could try that elsewhere, but when you set those boundaries, you walk into that room head high, you feel it internally. You feel the positivity, the confidence. You feel better than ever, you know what I'm saying? Staying on schedule, making your bed, you feel great, you know what I'm saying? That gratification and that gratitude is amazing because you feel it. You know you're working towards something better. You feel it. I have been working on myself for like the past year. I'm not gonna lie. This is the best I've been this whole year, and that's like physically I feel better. I feel great. All the leads, socially, educationally, I think that's a word. Socially, I feel great. I feel the most positive that I've ever felt. Like I've let go of so many things, and I just let go and let God. And I also dealt with what was looking back at me in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? And I set those boundaries. I advocated for myself. I channeled that energy back into me, you know, looked in the mirror, figured out who I wanted to be. I haven't mastered the fuck you energy, but I've definitely taken it to another level. And just tying it back to the whole education thing, I feel so powerful going to school. You know what I'm saying? I feel on top of the world. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. And I kind of feel like I'm all over the place, but there's so many different ways that you can go with this, because it's like whatever makes you feel that fire in here, feel it. Navigating your life as just a young female, a young girl in this time and age that we're in, and just literally taking it day by day. That's the only thing I can really say, is to take it day by day, because I can give this advice, yes, but there is days where I feel just so delayed, you know. Like, of course I'm human, we're all human, who cares? Like, that's literally my mantra for everything. We're human, I don't care. Like, at the end of the day, we come here the same, we leave the same, you know. And I feel like that's a generic statement and we kind of look over it, but like when you actually think about it, we come the same, we leave the same. Cycle of life. It's coming, it's going, it's coming, it's going. So navigating your 20s, I feel like that's something that you have to keep inside of here, because we get caught up in what you see on social media and sharing your life here. Oh my gosh, she has this is what her room looks like, or she has all this, you know. You just get caught up, and then like you literally need to go outside and touch grass. And I know that's another generic statement, but like what goes on in your hometown is not the same thing that goes on in somebody else's hometown. Your normal is not the same as somebody else's normal. So I feel like just letting things be is like the number one thing that I can do. Like the number one thing that I can say, because don't get me wrong, I used to compare a lot, but like comparison is a thief of joy. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at things that make you happy in life. Like I'm grateful and happy to have a car. I'm grateful and happy to have a full tank. I'm grateful for my relationship with God, my relationship with my parents, my boyfriend. Like I'm thankful for all these things. You have to be thankful for what's around you. I'm thankful that I can get up and go. I'm thankful my parents don't charge me rent. You have to be thankful of the little things, because literally what you're complaining about right now is what somebody else is praying for, or what somebody else is yearning for. You can't just keep being a blabber and keep complaining, because you have to be grateful. You have to just take things one day at a time, because if you start taking 2 steps, you 2 steps forward, you got to take 2 steps back, because you're just doing a lot. You're not fixing what something could potentially be, because you're just trying to get to something because somebody else got it, or you're trying to get to something because you all in your head. And we're kind of switching points a little here. I feel like genuinely I pray for a lot, but I genuinely feel like I haven't been blessed with certain things because the Lord is not ready for me to have it. And that was so hard for me to understand. But like when you really dissect that, if he gave me everything in my prayer that I wanted right now, girl, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Like I would not know what the fuck to do with it. And like, let's take for instance my starter car. I have a car. She's not the best, but she gets me to where I gotta go. My dream car that I want is a Jeep Wrangler, big dumb stupid wheels, like big high. I think I'm gonna go all black. I don't know what the interior gonna look like, but it's like, of course that's what I would want. You know what I'm saying? Of course I want that new car paid off. But if I was to be given all of that right now, I would fumble it so hard. So it's like learning what you can handle is something that truly will help you, you know, while we're young and while we're still building this foundation, because I wouldn't be able to handle that. I'm not saying that you know, I never know. Like I don't know, like I just think about so much money that I'm gonna make in the future. If that was given to me right now, I'd be so poor, because I would just spend it on bags and just, I would pay my bills of course, but immediately after, I say it with me, immediately after, girl, let's go catch a flight to New York and I want to go shop. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be financially responsible, and that's okay. Everything is not meant to be right now. It's just we see it all broadcasted, so you can't be stuck on what ain't been gifted to you. Like you just can't do that. You have to truly do the work. You have to do the work. You got to see improvement within. In your 20s you feel like, but what could I be doing? I could be doing so much, but I still feel like I'm doing a little. And I feel like that comes into play with pivoting. Yes, I'm in school. Yes, I want to graduate school. I'm going to go to grad school. Like this journey is going to be a hell of a journey. But like I also love doing YouTube. I genuinely love doing it. It's not for the PR. Don't even have that. You know what I'm saying? It's not, I don't do it for those reasons. So I have 2 dreams and 2 things that I could be super successful at. So it's like, it's okay to pivot. Like you do not have to label yourself or put yourself in a box to do one thing. Like if that was the case, then I wouldn't be making this video. Wouldn't have done anything if I was stuck in a box of wanting to do. Like, let's just put it like this. You gotta grow. You have to grow. It's easier said than done. I can say that 1,000,001%. Damn, I could be doing X, Y, and Z, but damn, I'm just like, I'm young, I'm trying to figure it out. But damn, she just bought her a Chanel bag, Chanel. Or she just bought, you know what I'm saying? Like we just so, oh, it's so easier said than done. But comparison is a thief of joy. You will not find happiness if you're steady comparing your results to somebody else. It's like checkers to chess. It don't match. It's not for you right now, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that, I don't know. It's okay to pivot. It's okay to try new things. Try them. Why not? You know, I didn't even want a camera because of YouTube. It was never on the radar. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to, like, buying the camera was specifically for me taking pictures. But then I looked at the price and it was just sitting in my room, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do something with this, because girl, she costs a pretty penny and I don't even take pictures that much. So it's like, it's okay to pivot. It's okay to have different thoughts. The original thoughts that you had, it's okay to change them. Like literally, it happens all day long. We're human. Bitch, do not play with your potential. Do not play with your potential. Play with your potential for what? So then you could regret it. So then you could be laid up in the bed 30 years old like the aunties now, complaining about the little girls and what they got going on for themselves. I don't see the alignment. Do what you have to do now. Step them cookies up before they crumble. Because when they crumble and you're 30, 35 and you have nothing to show for yourself, that's gonna fucking suck. I'm sorry. Because I think about that shit daily. It's gonna fuck up in here. Once you get out of this foundation, that fuck you energy is going to be here and ready to stay. Come close. One thing I don't like is when girls are on their ish, but they're connected to their man like puppets, like puppet fingers. I don't like it. You like it for you, I love it. But I feel like I can't even say we, because I'm in such a healthy relationship and I'm so super grateful for that, and I pray for everybody to be able to experience that. We gotta learn to separate passion and our success and our journey and who we stand for. We have to learn to separate that from a man. My boyfriend and I started dating when I was 15 years old. We've been together for 3 years now. So we've grown. We've grown. And one thing I could definitely say is he has his lane, I have mine. I have things that I want to accomplish. He has things that he wants to accomplish. Am I telling him how to do things? No. Is he telling me how to do things? No. Because I'm a badass bitch. It's not puppets, it's coexisting. You can coexist with the man. He can give you advice, you give him advice. You know, you could talk about the future. You can do these things. But when it's solely you're doing things just so you can keep up with him, or y'all been together for so long, he keeps cheating, oh my god, y'all been together for so long, so you don't have that confidence in here to lead, because that's something that you've normalized. You've normalized him, you normalize just everything. Essentially, you're just a puppet. He does something, you let it slide. Okay, that's not really a badass bitch. Like, I'm sorry, but it's not really proactive. It's not something that's gonna get you far. It's gonna get you not far. Just learning that distinction between a relationship, A, and furthering yourself, B. And I feel like we as young girls, we fall so short of it, because men too, like, I'm not saying men not at all, because men too, we get into a relationship. I was just talking about this with my mom yesterday. We get into a relationship, we consume our significant other, we literally X out our friends, X out family. It's all about you, me and you now, because that's your new normal, and that's okay. That's okay. I was the same way. You know, I did talk to my friends, I did keep up with them, I did talk to them more, because I don't like that feeling when the friend do me like that. But we're not gonna get into that. We're not going to get into that. So essentially, that's just what we're gonna do. You get what I'm saying? This is my new normal. You know, the emotions and satisfaction that I get from my significant other, I don't get that from my friends or my family. So that distinction is normal. Psychology is psychic, it's normal. So basically what I'm trying to say is, be there for your friends as well. You have to engage in relationships with them, because essentially we give our all to a guy, and it's just everything is going to be everything with him, and whatever he say, not whatever he say goes, but I want to talk to him all day. I want to do these things with him. I'm not consider anybody else anymore, and that's gonna fuck you up in the long run, because you're gonna push away people that really care about you the most, and they're gonna be so fed up, and it's just gonna be like so hard to come back from. So then it's like puppet, it's giving puppet babe, it's not giving a badass bitch, because you don't have no identity outside of him. And I really hate that for young girls, and I wish that we would prioritize our relationships with others more. Not more, just as much as we prioritize men. Because you're gonna take the man back. If he step on you, you're gonna take him back regardless of how that goes. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't. But I get it. I super duper get it. And then you're gonna come running back to your friends that you pushed away. So it's like a puppet, essentially, and you're being controlled. And just, it's not that fuck you energy that I'm like, literally channel it. Like, channel that energy, that confidence in yourself, that he can work on his thing, I can work on my thing, we can coexist with one another. It's no hard feelings, it's no shame, no game. It's literally life. And just putting yourself forward. Always put yourself forward, you know, no matter what. Like, relationships just slow you down. When does that have, why is that so normal? Relationships are not meant to slow you down. Like, I literally love my boyfriend, and like, we don't slow each other down. Like, we don't. I don't know. Is that weird? But we don't slow each other down. I feel like it's perf. Like, it's perf. You know, key takeaways. Just be a badass bitch. I don't know. Be selfish with you. You discover who you are. That energy and that confidence reaps through the pores. Important. We can all say we that girl, but are you nice? Oh, this is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoy it in the best way. I hope everyone feels relieved a little bit about navigating and pivoting and finding out who you are and gaining that confidence back. I pray and I hope that you guys stick with me for the run, stick with me for the ride. I pray that you like, comment, and subscribe, and you stick with your girl. And we will see y'all in the next video. I'm actually gonna start filming that tomorrow because we are going out of town. So
I see you watching, feeling. I know you want it.